Chapter 30 of Berserk, entitled Engagement. This chapter was pretty much about Casca, in a sense. Basically, the girl's PMSing. She's getting cramps. She's on her period. And she is, I guess the period is strong with her because she's getting such bad cramps that she has no strength whatsoever. She looks pale. At least that's what I gathered from it, because she says to herself, not a time like this. Or maybe she has a disease or something that causes her to get sick from time to time. But I'm assuming it's the fact that she is having her period. I mean, the reason why I say that is because there was a lot of sexist things said in this chapter. Granted, it is a dark fantasy with a medieval time setting, so women aren't supposed to be knights. But I assume she was getting her period, and she starts fighting this dude who's humongous. And I have to find the name of this guy's fucking group, because honestly, it's just straight ridiculous, the names that some of these dudes have. He says, I, Adon, head of the Blue Whale Ultra Heavy Armored Fierce Assault Annihilation Night Corp. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, there's no way I'm going to remember that for my review. I said, I have to keep this open, and I didn't do it. Blue Whale Ultra Heavy Armored Fierce Assault Annihilation Night Corp. This dude doesn't like the fact that she's a woman on the battlefield, a sacred place for men to do battle, and he is going to end her life. However, at one point, he offers to her to be taken prisoner, but what he means by being a prisoner is she would be his army's harlot, a whore, somebody to please the men. And he even says that at one point where he says, how did you even get this rank? How can you be any use? Women are weaker than men. Any use you would really have would be to please your comrades. Maybe you even got to your rank by sneaking into that man Griffith's bedroom. And this pisses her off. And I feel bad for Casca because, to me, it kind of feels like an Arya Stark situation if I have to compare this to Game of Thrones again. Maybe even Brianna of Thorn. They're women. They're not meant to be knights. Arya Stark wants to be a warrior, a knight. Her parents didn't like it. Catelyn Stark didn't like it. Brienne was a warrior. It's almost the same thing where Casca is a woman. She doesn't want to play the typical role of a female. She wants to be a knight and she wants to prove herself. So she's trained for years to do so, and she's one of the top dogs in Griffith's Band of the Hawk. But she is still a woman, and when you come up against somebody who's just so powerful, and these people aren't really, super powered like in, Claymore, they're women, but they have demon power inside of them and stuff. She's just a human female, and she's on her period, so at this point she's feeling weak, and she's going up against somebody that's super strong. There's going to be an issue with that. Now, would Casca be able to take this guy out if she wasn't having her period, or whatever her womanly problems are right now? I don't know, because the dude is apparently really strong. At one point, he took out a bunch of her soldiers in one fell swing, took off their heads, and he says, if you're going to be led by a woman, you are all weakling. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just curious to know if she wasn't having her problems, if she'd be able to beat this guy. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. I don't think she would. She's obviously more nimble than some of the men. She has more finesse. She can jump around more. She's quicker. But this dude seems really powerful. But obviously, Guts comes to the rescue, and he's like, this ain't like you. What's going on? And he basically... We see what Guts, what Guts is dealing with. I said either A, this is going to affect his performance, the thing that Griffith said in 2 chapters ago, or B, it's going to just make him want to go all out and go berserk. And that's what it does. He says, I don't care who it is, bring you all on. He goes, I just want to swing my sword as much as I can to forget about anything else. So he wants to drown out his thoughts, drown out whatever he's feeling right now, get rid of his emotions by just murdering and slaughtering tons and tons of enemies. So, I don't know. He's fucking crazy. I really love the character Guts. He's just like, fuck it, you're my enemy, then you're dispendable. And I need to forget about what I heard, so bring it the fuck on so I can just take my frustrations out on you motherfuckers, basically. So, we'll see what happens. I think what's going to happen is, I think this dude's going to be a little bit, not too much for Guts, but it might be too much for Guts if he's trying to protect Casca. You know, Guts won't be able to dodge because if he dodges, it might hit Casca, or maybe Casca will go somewhere else on the battlefield. But she's feeling pretty weak right now, so I don't know if she'll be able to get away from the battle between Guts and this guy Adon. So we'll see what happens, but I think he's going to be limited because he's trying to protect Casca at this point in time. Let me know your thoughts on my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the chapter 30 of Berserk. Can't believe I'm already 30 chapters in. I think I have 300 more to go, apparently. But let me know your thoughts on the video. Hit the like button if you want to see more Berserk reviews. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. You'll get updated whenever I upload. I upload Toriko and Berserk daily. 1 chapter review a day. 9:30 for Toriko in the morning and 10:30 in the morning for Berserk. So if you want to see more of my reviews, hit the subscribe button so you're updated whenever I upload new content. Thanks for watching, guys, my review for Berserk Chapter 30 entitled Engagement. Let's see what's going to happen between Casca, Guts, and this Adon guy because, like I said, I think Guts is going to be limited to what he can do. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next Berserk review.